For me, there's a simple rule in politics. Never ever be surprised by what happens in politics.
The face of truth is open. The eyes of truth are bright. The lips of truth are ever closed. The head of truth is upright. The breast of truth stands forward. The gaze of truth is straight. Truth has neither fear nor doubt. Truth has patience to wait. The words of truth are touching. The voice of truth is deep. The law of truth is simple. All you sow, you reap. The soul of truth is flaming. The heart of truth is warm. The mind of truth is clear and firm through rain and storm. Facts are only its shadow. Truth stands above all sin. Great be the battle of life. Truth in the end shall win. The image of truth is the cross. Wisdom's message is its rod. The sign of truth is Christ, and the soul of truth is God. Life of truth is eternal. Immortal is its past. Power of truth shall endure. Truth shall hold to the last.
I don't have to tell you things are bad. Everybody knows things are bad. It's a depression. Everybody's out of work or scared of losing their job. The dollar buys a nickel's worth. Banks are going bust. Shopkeepers keep a gun under the counter. Punks are running wild in the street, and there's nobody anywhere who seems to know what to do, and there's no end to it. We know the air is unfit to breathe, and our food is unfit to eat. We sit watching our TVs while some local newscaster tells us that today we had 15 homicides and 63 violent crimes, as if that's the way it's supposed to be. We know things are bad, worse than bad. They're crazy. It's like everything everywhere is going crazy, so we don't go out anymore. We sit in the house, and slowly the world we're living in is getting smaller, and all we say is, please, at least leave us alone in our living room. Let me have my toaster and my TV and my steel-belted radios, and I won't say anything. Just leave us alone. Well, I'm not going to leave you alone. I want you to get mad. I don't want you to protest. I don't want you to riot. I don't want you to write to your congressman because I wouldn't know what to tell you to write. I don't know what to do about the depression and the inflation and the Russians and the crime in the street. All I know is that first, you've got to get mad. You've got to say, I'm a human being. God damn it. My life has value.
A plea for you not to use your vote as a weapon against the governing St. Lucia Labour Party. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another edition of the world's most monitored talk show, and that is NewsSpin on Power 97.9 FM. The broadcast is also on the NewsSpin Facebook page as well as the NewsSpin YouTube channel. We're going until 2 o'clock this afternoon, and during the course of the broadcast, I'll be engaging you via your calls at 452-2979. That's 452-2979. WhatsApp calls and messages 716-2026, 716-2026. And Amanda will be going through some of your comments in the chat room. We trust you had yourself a pleasant and enjoyable weekend, and you are all set for the challenges that are on the horizon as well as opportunities during the course of the week. So we embark upon yet another course of action of dealing with those pressing matters in our country as part of the democratic process, so that those who are in authority will pay attention, and not only pay attention, they will act on our concerns. And obviously, what is preoccupying our attention right now as a nation, most of us at least, would be the state of the nation's crime problem. It is in a disheveled, dilapidated state, horrible state, and one does not get the impression that those people who are either elected or appointed to preside over the nation's health care, that they are either willing or equipped to ensure that it is in a state of reasonableness so that you can be provided with at least some level of health care that could bring some relief to you, depending on what health predicament that you are experiencing. This ought to be taken seriously. Whether you are healthy right now, or whether you are ill, whether you are young or old, this is something I believe that you should not spare any effort to pay attention to, and in as honest and dispassionate a manner as possible, without employing any kind of those emotions that normally would cause us not to be realistic, not to be honest with ourselves, to ensure that something positive is done as soon as possible. Because as the letter that was penned to the authorities by the St. Lucia Medical and Dental Association indicates, that things have never been that bad in St. Lucia as far as healthcare is concerned. And if we all concur that this is the reality, if we can understand that yes, we've had our fair share of problems with regard to the provision of health care over several decades now, but not to this extent. Things have been in such a chaotic state. Let's agree on that. We are talking about, and I know for a while we turned a blind eye to it. I know for a while we called it NewsSpin and we complained, etc. And those who were calling and complaining would have been primarily those people who actually went through the bad experience of seeking medical health care at our various wellness centers, or previously the Victoria Hospital, or of late the OKEU. But it's a case where everyone, nearly a lot of people, have had their own bad experiences. And likewise, if medical doctors are complaining, you know that thing to the extent that they just do not care, or for them it was all about the money. But I think that finally they have developed a conscience. They have the gonads now to realize that it cannot be business as usual. And out of frustration and realizing what the people of this country are being subjected to, that finally they have come out, despite the criticism that have been leveled at them, unwarranted criticism, being labeled zealots, etc., that they have had enough. And I think something positive will come out of this going forward. So the SLP had the open session of its annual conference on Sunday. And the guest speaker, veteran politician, long-serving Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Dr. Ralph Gonzalez. And among other things, he has urged Labour supporters, and I think by extension St. Lucians, do not use their votes as a weapon against the St. Lucia Labour Party. Let's listen and watch.
We will have dissatisfactions. Listen, we can't make perfection the enemy of the good. The only place we are not going to have any dissatisfaction is when we leave this earthly city and go to Beulah land. In Beulah land, there is perfection. But now, we have challenges, and dissatisfactions will help us to look for solutions to lift the quality of our lives and living and production higher. But as soon as you get a dissatisfaction, you don't start to grumble, you don't start to complain. Go up on Facebook, call in on radio station, start to use your vote as a weapon. That is not the Labour way. We have to work together in unity, in solidarity, in faith, in hope, and in love.
In other words, suffer in silence. Take one for the team. And Dr. Ralph Gonsalves was pitching directly at supporters of the St. Lucia Labour Party. In effect, SLP hacks. But if that's the only weapon that you have as a voter against the politicians who have the tendency to take you for granted, to be complacent, to try to distract you, to deceive you into believing that whatever you're experiencing right now with regard, for example, with the bad health care that you are being subjected to, that, you are just in a state of delusion. It's not the real thing, that you still, despite your disappointment, what Comrade Ralph Gonsalves is saying, do not use the only weapon that you have, whether it's SLP or UWP that is in office, the only weapon that you have to effect change, to bring some kind of, reasonableness to those politicians, to jolt them into a sense of reality, is Ralph Gonsalves is saying, don't use it against the St. Lucia Labour Party and this administration. It was someone who asked, are you better off now than you were, let's say, in this case, a little over 3 years ago, particularly as far as healthcare is concerned and as far as the crime situation in this country, as far as the high cost of living is concerned. And you will have to make the decision. You are the ones who are going through whatever experiences that you're being subjected to on a daily basis. You will have to answer that question for yourself. And it is not for visiting prime ministers. It is not for Dr. Ralph Gonsalves to tell us in St. Lucia what we are going through. We live it every day. Now, whatever that experience is, whatever that experience is, we live it every day. And it's not for Ralph Gonsalves to come here and to preach to us and to say that this is the direction that we have to take on the basis of his own limited assessment and on the basis that he is part of one Labour.
Gonsalves. I mean, Ralph has been a friend of the Labour Party from times. I understand Ralph is down there. Ralph is not here because he's part of Prime Minister Pierre's leadership, I can tell you. As a matter of fact, if Ralph told Pierre what he felt about him and how he handled the CIP, he would not even it's all hypocrisy.
Former Castries Central MP, former Health Minister Sarah Flood-Bourbon speaking yesterday during a town hall meeting of the opposition UWP. But many of you, I'm sure, can recall that it was just a fortnight ago that a mother and her ailing baby, then a month old, had to travel to St. Vincent to get medical treatment. And it was through, I think, she was trying to access, is not available in St. Lucia. So this is demonstrating that St. Vincent and the Grenadines is way ahead of us, is more. And on this occasion, we have to say thank you to Dr. Ralph Gonsalves for facilitating that assistance to the mother, Sabina Louis, and baby Saim Valsin. And Solange Alfred of HTS had a report on that particular situation.
A mother's love crossed borders to save her baby's life.
To help this young man.
Sabina Louis claims she was told by doctors in St. Lucia that her baby boy had fluid in his head that needed to be assessed.
At that point, I was very worried. I was like, this extra fluid, what's going to happen? How is he going to grow up? What his life will be like?
Doctors in St. Lucia reportedly informed the new mother that her son required specialist treatment and equipment, both allegedly unavailable on the island.
When he came out, he looked normal to me, but the doctors told me, you will not be able to see, but due to their profession, they can't see. Because in my eye, I'm just seeing a perfect little boy, but unfortunately, he stayed in the hospital for observation because I was told that due to excess fluid, he can get seizures, he could have complications.
Fortunately, neighboring islands, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, welcomed both mother and baby, offering the expertise and equipment needed to save the infant's life. Despite having medical insurance, the mother was worried about the cost of the life-saving surgery and treatment.
To know that he was going to do surgery, I was wondering, would I still be able to cover it? Yes, because his time at the hospital, 1 month plus going. You know, this is a bill that you're getting. Yes, so I was very worried, but...
How much it cost you in St. Vincent?
It was absolutely free. Absolutely free.
Were you expecting that?
No.
The cost-free life-saving procedure was a huge relief for Sabina Louis. Sitting beside a visibly emotional Prime Minister Ralph Gonsalves of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, she expressed her deep gratitude. Louis spoke graciously of the kindness and support she and her baby received during their difficult time, pointing to the compassion that made all the difference in their journey.
We were already trying to raise funds and everything for him, but then when we heard that WPP would take care of it, we were very happy, we were relieved, and we were just thankful, very thankful.
So how do you feel now? Baby is healthy?
Baby is healthy. I'm very happy now. I'm going home with my son, and I'm looking forward to him being happy. He's living a healthy life, I feel. And it touches my heart that I know that he will have a scar, but a scar to remember, but it won't be anything big. But it will be a testimony for him to know that, you know, there are good people out there, good nations out there.
Prime Minister Gonsalves posted the heartwarming video to his social media account, describing baby Saheem Valse as a miracle baby. He cited the crucial role his administration and the Maria Holder Memorial Trust and Peter Simmons KC played in the commissioning of the MRI unit in 2023.
Did you have any problem with the MRI?
No, we did not. The MRI, we saw clearly that he had a ventricular vein which was abnormal, which caused his fluid in his head to be excess, which engulfed his head, but not only by 6 centimeters. From time of birth to now, it continued staying at 40 centimeters, but the normal size is 44 centimeters. So the MRI showed that, and after which we scheduled his surgery on Sunday with Dr. Ellis and Dr. Patel, and we had his shunt placed in, and this is him now. The shunt is right here above here, and the tubes, and it enters into his stomach. So he has about 5 to 6 feet of tubing in his stomach, so if he grows up to be tall as me, it will support him. And Dr. Patel said that he's going to live a healthy life and normal life so he can play his sports.
Wonderful.
Sabina Louis extended her heartfelt thanks to the government and people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines for their role in saving her baby, Saeem, recalling the compassion and kindness she received in her time of need. Louis expressed deep gratitude to those who opened their homes and hearts to give her son a fighting chance at life. Solange Alfred, HTS News Force.
And this report is filed a fortnight ago by Solange Alfred of HTS. So, to Comrade Ralph Gonsalves, there's another woman who needs assistance, and that is Brittany Paul, on behalf of her 6-year-old daughter, and she needs medical assistance to the tune of $14,500. And an account has been set up at the Denry Credit Union, and she can be contacted as well. And that telephone number is 721-6890. Understand that the authorities, she went to the authorities, and they are prepared to provide some level of assistance. But it need not have taken, she going to the media, television, and we reproducing her comments on NewsSpin, and she's telling the world that she is a poor woman who needs assistance. And the government, at its disposal, they have a health and security levy. They also have CIP funds, and who have been receiving the CIP funds over the last few weeks to the tune of thousands of dollars. It certainly should have just been something that one can consider to be a normal level of support that the authorities should have provided, starting from her parliamentary representative and getting all the way to the government via the Ministry of Health, the Ministry of Finance, etc. 452-2979, 452-2979. Your WhatsApp calls and messages 716-2026, and that's 716-2026. We say good afternoon to you, Amanda, and let's see what's happening in the chat room by way of some of the conversations.
Good afternoon, Timothy. Good afternoon, News Spinners. In the chat room, a few comments. Someone said, the nation's crime problem is due to the necromantic attitude mindset of colonialism. No one can stop it now. It's gone overboard into the abyss of chaos and madness. Another comment, all they did recently is apply a bandage on the A&E department at OKEU. The fact remains that there is no medication at the hospital and inadequate bed space to admit patients. So many patients who require admission remain on a wheelchair for days.
Let me stick a pin there. Let's hear from Mr. Rigobert. We have a call online. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, Tim.
Yes, good afternoon to you, Pato. How are you?
I'm good, and good afternoon, Amanda.
Good afternoon to you, sir.
Yeah. Tim, n'importe qui peut représenter comme un K-Wall.
Oui.
Pas only because nous avons saison yo ka parle about K-Wall, nous toujours c'est K-Wall. Vous comprenez?
Oui.
Mais juste pour représenter yon des moun qui pas obligé qu'à comprendre anglais tellement. Vous comprenez? So ça me veut dire quand un citoyen qui n'a parlé à une capacité à un homme qui malade. M'a ka parler à pièce coulée. Vous comprenez qui flambeau qui les boss c'est coulé ça y est. Vous comprenez ça le dollar?
Oui.
Et moi pas ça qui monde qui arrivé joindre en santé plus mauvais passer ça nous ka expériencer à présent là. Vous comprenez? Si yon moun a joindre plus mauvais yo ça couiller et que ça parler pour koyo. Vous comprenez? Mais moi même pas jamais expériencer autant mauvais as un homme qui malade. Vous comprenez?
Oui.
Et depuis qu'il vient en santé, m'obligé parler. Vous comprenez? Because moi c'est un homme qui malade. Avec ça pas pour dire m'a dit ça pour garder pour sympathy from Pierre Scaltemon. Vous comprenez? Mais moi c'est un homme, moi qui souffert avec ça quoi que COPD. Moi ni spinal cord injury, moi pas ça marcher, team. Vous comprenez? Moi ni prostrate problem. Moi ni un pressure problem. Vous comprenez? In fact, pour moi faire plaisir whole comme moi pas bon team. Vous comprenez?
Oui.
So les vignes santé avec moun ka jouer en parmi santé a, which means sou ka jouer clavier moi même tout. Vous comprenez?
Oui.
Oui, anon quitter ça là qu'on a. Les nous ka parler about conditions qui ka aller OKEU a, Saint-Jude, ek nurse, docteur ka quitter. Même si moun an son avocat, il passe à qui on est moins. Et là où il dit moi moun ka quitter for greener pasture. Vous comprenez? Il y a moun qui ka quitter travail team et que parce que yo ka aller demain. Mais c'est juste situation travail là qui juste pas bon qui va more dedans. Est-ce que vous comprenez?
Oui.
Et que ka quitter, vous comprenez? So les pièces ka de moun maka nommer non moun qui uniquement quoi? It's for greener pasture. I'm not buying that team. You understand what I'm saying? It is for a reason. Pressure beyond the control. And pressure does burst pipe. they cannot take it again. That is the reason why they are leaving. You understand?
Yes,
so
sir.
don't tell me it's because they are leaving to get better. You understand? They're leaving because they cannot take it anymore. You understand? And I think that is my contribution for this afternoon, team. May God bless you.
All right, Patu. Thank you so much. Let's see if we have another call, this time from Barbados. Let's see if we get this call on the air. Good afternoon. NewsSpin, you're on the air. Hello. Okay, I think we have lost the caller, but continue to call once again at 452-2979, 452-2979. Your WhatsApp calls and messages 716-2026. Let me turn my attention again to Amanda King.
Continuing in the comment section, someone says, our vote is the only weapon the public has. I am very disappointed to hear that from this PM. Another comment, Tim, this is exactly what the SLP has been doing, taking blows for the team. But it looks like they can't take it anymore. They're hitting Facebook with their dissatisfaction. Another comment, that is stupid. We can't work together when we have a government that prefers to attack citizens who are venting on matters of concern. In other words, Ralph is telling us to protect the victory and not air out the dirty laundry of our country.
The WhatsApp message, somebody says Dr. Ralph Gonzalez is talking rubbish. He is a SLP. Let's take a call. Good afternoon to you. NewsSpin, you are on the air. Hello.
Good afternoon, Timothy.
Yes, good afternoon to you, caller.
Timothy.
Good afternoon.
And good afternoon, Amanda.
Good afternoon.
Timothy, I would like you to give me a little time to speak. I do not want to sound as a political hack or speaking on behalf of any political party. I am speaking on behalf of the health care of our country, St. Lucia. When I heard Ralph Gonzalez is speaking about not using our votes as a weapon, well, indeed, we are going to use our vote as a weapon. Ralph Gonzalez should be the last person to come and speak in St. Lucia, knowing and meeting with a young lady who came to St. Vincent with her daughter, who was seeking medical care. A place like St. Vincent that was lagging behind St. Lucia. This lady had to go to St. Vincent, not only for medical care, but also seeking jobs. And Ralph Gonzalez didn't ask the lady why your government do not have the equipment and the specialists. But here the question he asked, how much did you pay? The question he should have asked her, how come St. Lucia don't have the equipment and the specialists to operate on this young child? We have another young child who was shot at his home. And he has to pay a medical bill. And only now the government is trying to help. Do you know how many people we have in St. Lucia with cataracts that are going blind? Do you know what it means to go blind? Is Ralph Gonzalez going to line up all our people on a flight to take them to St. Vincent to get these people to get a cataract operation? Do you know how it feels, Timothy? And our hospital has no medication. There is nothing there for the people. There's not a bed sheet, and you have to experience it for yourself. Do we all have to wait to experience this thing for us to realize it is not right in St. Lucia? We also have to look at Dr. Sylvia Wilson, and we have to applaud this lady who came out. She had the strength and the courage to come out, and we have to applaud her because we all saw what was happening. But it's even deeper than what we thought. And a lot of us, our health is on the ballot. That's what's on the ballot, our health. And come our security. But our health first, Timothy. And we have to put on our shirts that say yellow or red. And we have to fight for our health of this country, or we will be nothing. Timothy, I am calling on St. Lucians. I am calling on our parents. Our parents fought for us. They fought. So we could have infrastructure. So generations like you and I are enjoying their fights. We cannot let our children down, Timothy. We will regret it. We will regret it. Timothy, it's heartbreaking what's happening to our people. Timothy, it's breaking what's happening to us, Timothy. Timothy, we are in trouble with our health care. And Timothy, at the end of the month, you'll hear a lot more. Because our nurses are fed up. Our doctors are frustrated. They are coming home, they are crying. When people are dying at the hospital and they could have saved them, they are going home guilty, Timothy. They are going to their homes guilty, Timothy. And we cannot put a color. Philip Pierre cannot control, he cannot run the country. He has to give it up. And we the people have to put pressure. Put pressure so the elections can be called earlier. We have to put pressure. Timothy, I thank you.
Thank you so much for calling, ma'am. Let's see if we have a few of your WhatsApp messages to go through. Somebody says there, hi Tim, the health and security levy should be used to provide medical attention and protection for victims of violent crime. The mother of the child should not be begging for funds. And let's listen to this young lady, that's Brittany Paul. And I played the clip last week, extracted from a report that was played by Hot TV. And she's saying in that clip, and it's heart-wrenching, I am a poor woman.
To purchase the medication, paying the doctor bills, it's very hard by my side because I'm trying, I'm a poor person and I'm just trying to see what I can do for her as well. Trying to look for some donations from people who can help. I will really appreciate it.
I just heard there from Brittany Paul and the mother of the 6-year-old girl who was shot in the mouth on the 1st of October, and she's now seeking to raise funds, $14,500, and so that an operation can be performed on her mouth. This is the most monitored talk show in the world, and that is NewsSpin. Still to come, some more of your calls, your WhatsApp messages, your discussions. There's a particular WhatsApp that is in circulation on social media or Facebook discussion or comment that I might just go through. Okay, if I'm in the mood, I might just go through it. And paying tribute to the SLP fallen soldiers.
It all started with a penny. For over 85 years, we have invested in our farmers, fishermen, people, and our country. When we were called to serve, we were here. We understand what is valuable to our people and our country. That is why we support all industries, including tourism. We are the bridge towards a brighter future and economic growth. When our people, government, and businesses called upon us, we were here. 85 years later, First National Bank St. Lucia Limited is here for you.
Lazarus's Funeral Home is here for you. Lazarus's Private Cemetery offers a peaceful resting place for your loved ones. With tranquil settings, visitation, and reflection, we believe in the compassionate care of all our departed loved ones. Lazarus's Private Cemetery, let us help you create a final resting place. Make it special. Make it Lazarus's Funeral Home, your friend in a time of need. Payment plans are available for tombs. Call us in Vidbuta at 452-7491 or in New Dock Road, VA4, 454-6555.
Lucilex Customer Service Office in Castries is now open for business. We've moved. We're now located on Daisy Avenue in Sanssouci on the ground floor of the new Carilac building. We're open weekdays from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Check out our online options first. But if you do need to come in to see us, we'll be pleased to serve you with new connections, bill queries, payments, and other service requests. Lucilex Sanssouci office, ground floor of the Carilac building. New location, same great service.
St. Lucia, get ready for the ultimate flavor explosion at KFC. Introducing the new Bacon Melt Sandwich. That's right, the crispy, juicy KFC chicken you love, topped with melted cheese, crispy bacon, and your choice of mayo or barbecue sauce, all nestled in a soft sesame seed bun.
Your taste buds ready, come and try KFC's new Bacon Melt Sandwich is great, no lie. Crispy chicken, bacon, cheese flavor certified with mayo or barbecue. Anyone you must try. For just $25, get this combo deal. Fries and a drink, it's a steal. Head head to KFC, cause you don't wanna miss a bacon melt sandwich, have it on your list.
Available at all KFC locations island-wide. WhatsApp 484-0400 or visit kfcslu.com for delivery and more.
And you got it. A quicker way to pay your bills online. It's fast, secure, and easy to use. No registration, no additional fees. Flow is now offering FastPay, an online service that allows you to settle your bills in less than 2 minutes. Need a receipt? FastPay will send it to your email immediately. Use FastPay now for convenience, safety, and efficiency at discoverflow.co/fastpay. Flow is keeping you connected.
It is well known by all St. Lucian professional tradesmen and even homeowners that European-made tools are the best. Well, guess what? Europa Hardware is having a massive promotion on the Metabo brand of power tools. From impact drills to angle grinders, jigsaws to rotary hammers, sanders and hot air guns. All at unbeatable, jaw-dropping prices. Don't let your tools let you down. Come to Europa and stay standing with a proud in-the-hand tool from Metabo. Call us at 452-0763 or visit us in Massat Grosile. Europa, we service what we sell.
By popular demand, the promotion continues for one more week. The banks and finance houses will be on site at Beachcomber for just one more week to continue offering great loan deals on our already specially priced vehicles. The banks will be on site to assist you in purchasing your choice of vehicle for one more week from Monday, October 20th to Friday, October 25th. These special prices are only on vehicles in stock. Note, there is only a limited number of vehicles at these special prices, so do not delay visiting Beachcomber. Beachcomber, excellence in motion.
Ministre qui a une responsabilité pour santé qui a offert un service neuf en bas programme Universal Health Coverage là. Service ça là c'est pour femmes faire test pap smear pour aider à adresser problème cancer en matrice. Service nouveau pap smear ça là plus confortable et plus facile. Nous commandé pour toute femme pour l'avantage service ça là et aller en wellness center en communio pour apprendre à sous sa clinique pap smear ça là qu'a fait. Ada yon semaine seulement ou ka jwen résultat l'examen pap smear. Et si mou chwe bagay pas normal, et ben la ni cancer, ou ka toape examiner encore durant une semaine. La kay ni examination pour HPV 16 et HPV 18 qui ça en cause cancer en matrice. Si résultat test la pas normal, ou ka jwen un appointment vitement pour traitement. Et là, ou ka jwen plus information à sous maladie et guérison. Nous commandons toute femme pour prendre l'avantage service neuf sala pour adresser problème cancer. Et UHC, santé ou c'est l'antéwino. Pour plus d'informations, téléphonez 468-5300 et bien 468-53D8.
Why travel abroad for an MRI scan when you can access world-class medical technology right here in St. Lucia? At La Clinique de Corps Diagnostic Center of Excellence, we bring cutting-edge technology to your doorstep with our state-of-the-art GE-accredited 1.5 Tesla MRI machine. Our advanced imaging services let you see the unseen, providing crystal-clear scans that deliver unmatched accuracy for a comprehensive look at your health. Save time, save money, prioritize your health. No more costly trips overseas. Get the highest quality MRI scans locally and take control of your health with the option of a second opinion. You deserve that peace of mind. Our skilled specialists are here to guide you every step of the way. Whether it's nerve disorders, chronic headaches, spinal injury, or stroke recovery, we offer expert consultation and personalized care all under one roof. And don't miss out on our special discounts. Ask about our reduced rates on MRIs, ultrasounds, and consultations at our convenient locations in Castries and Cocoville, Rodney Bay. Book your appointment today. Call La Clinique de Corps at 451-6559 and experience imaging excellence without leaving the island. Your health deserves the best. Let us help you see it.
Need more days of savings? MNC Home Depot and Sunbelt Super Saturday of Savings has just been extended to Sunday. Take advantage of amazing deals. This weekend, MNC Home Depot and Sunbelt are offering you amazing discounts on selected items. MNC Home Depot and Sunbelt Super Saturday of Savings has been extended to Sunday. Don't miss out on the incredible discounts and deals. See in-store, Facebook, or www.mnchomedepot.com for more details. Terms and conditions may apply. Better value for better home.
Bonjour, c'est Lissi. Non, moi c'est Eric et moi sorti Taiwan.
Announcing the 17th Annual St. Lucia Taiwan Partnership Trade Show from November 1st to the 3rd.
Moi ka invité où?
Come see the creativity of 65 entrepreneurs from St. Lucia.
Et c'est 65 business
from Taiwan. 14 businesses that will show the latest tech products and other innovations from Taiwan. Free shuttle service from Baywalk Shopping Mall and back.
Où c'est où est? Pas by black.
Yes, free shuttle service. And as usual, there will be lots of fun and entertainment. On Saturday, it's carefree karaoke. And Sunday, a fashion show with Rafferty Inc. and live music from the Impulse Band.
Nous disons pour c'était tous les jours.
It's the 17th Annual St. Lucia Taiwan Partnership Trade Show, November 1st to the 3rd at the Pavilion on Rodney Bay.
Dis-moi d'où.
10 a.m. to 7 p.m. daily.
Vini pour nous causer.
At Caribbean Pastouche Limited, we offer high-quality products from Martinique, and our ready mix is made with casting sand, not regular pumice. Compared to regular pumice, casting sand saves you in your cement use. At Caribbean Pastouche Limited, our materials come from porcelain stones, which is used as an additive in creating cement. Caribbean Pastouche Limited is located in Bexar, behind Essential Hardware. Give us a call at 489-0074. We're open Monday to Saturday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Sundays 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Caribbean Pastouche Limited. Quality construction, our priority.
It's back! The biggest and most exciting football tournament. Blackheart 2024. Friday, October 25th to November 16. 16 teams, 3 venues, unlimited superific action. On Friday, October 25th, opening night in Sulphur City Super. Blackheart Aquia. Shune Creole Weekend. Look, something to talk about. Super Mini Stadium is the place to be. The home of the defending champions. Then on November 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, Grosselet comes alive for the new and improved Grosselet Mini Stadium. The action concludes with the grand finals on November 16th. Follow your team and join the excitement. Blackheart Football, the People's Tournament. Nothing better, nothing bigger, nothing sweeter. Who will be crowned 2024 champions? Remember to shoot goals, not bullets.
So it is absolutely unacceptable in this country, under the circumstances we are living in now, and the condition in which the young girl was shot, that we would have to be hearing in the news weeks later that she's looking for $14,000 to be able to get an operation, and we have nothing to say as people in this country. No, I say no. Let us right the wrong. Let us right the wrong. Let us be better than that. And let us not accept that. How is she supposed to fend for herself? Do we put her through the humiliation of having to come on radio to admit that she's a poor woman?
To purchase the medication, paying the doctor bills, it's very hard by my side. Because I'm trying, I'm a poor person, and I'm just trying to see what I can do for her as well. trying to look for some donations from people who can help. I will really appreciate it.
So you just heard again from Miss Brittany Paul, the mother of the 6-year-old girl who was shot in the mouth on October the 1st and was now seeking to raise finances so that an operation can be performed on her. And Miss Paul's number is 721-6890. That's 721-6890. And also you can contribute via the Dennery Credit Union. That's the Dennery Credit Union. The account number is 5046, and that is 5046. We have a call. Good afternoon to you. This is NewsSpin. You're on the air.
Good afternoon, Mr. Tim.
Good afternoon, sir.
Mr. Tim, I call to say something. Mr. Tim, I want to know what the Prime Minister, St. Lucia Prime Minister, Mr. Philip J. Pierre, I want to know what wax he have in his eyes. You mean to tell me St. Lucia was way better than St. Vincent? And you taking Ralph Gonzalez's advice? So I'm telling you, I was expecting Mr. Gonzalez tell Timothy people, not tell Philip J. Pierre. Mr. Pierre, cost of living is too high in St. Lucia. Price of fuel is too high. Too much crime. Healthcare too poor. I listened to your program and a lady went to St. Vincent for healthcare when we was way better than St. Vincent. Mr. Philip J. Pierre, I don't know what wax you have in your eyes, but if you have to give it hot water to take it out, take it out. I don't know what brain you have. I know it's crabs and lobster that are scary, poop in their head for their brain. My brother, it's not nice. People crying. I listened to that lady saying she's so poor. And me, in her situation, I'm willing to help her. It could be 200, 300 to help. And you, the Prime Minister, why? And you letting Ralph Gonzalez play in your head. So if I went to St. Vincent at time, not when I stopped in St. Vincent, if St. Vincent had enough land, they would have a huge airport. And I seen Mr. Alan Shastney, the kind of airport was building there to push St. Lucia. It seems St. Lucia Labour Party want people to go back in straw houses, kaipai, and plastered with kakabef. And you live in our country, and Ralph Gonzalez coming in St. Lucia. Ralph Gonzalez don't have no right to come there because the man don't want to see St. Lucia go forward. And Philip J. Pierre, the last thing I'm going to say, Ralph Gonzalez is your friend because of the color, the red. Okay, and I remember when he was going to school, our mother saying, boy, if you follow in bad company, let them go. And you follow in Ralph Gonzalez is a bad company, you need to let him go. And you, Mr. Pierre, you going out, you're not for the people. Good day, Mr. Tim.
Thank you so much for calling. Once again, 452-2979, 452-2979. Your WhatsApp calls and messages, 716-2026, and that is 716-2026. I think somebody is calling from Barbados. Let's say hello. Good afternoon to you. This is NewsSpin on the air.
Good morning.
Good afternoon to you, sir.
Bon après-midi.
Oui, bon après-midi.
Nous jouons un clip là et puis monsieur Ralph Gonzalez from Saint-Vincent. C'est grand moun do complice. Ça ou pas connaître grand passo et que do ça fréquenter c'est ça oué. Ralph Gonzalez pas premier qui Philippe J. Pierre. Il s'en bouc qui mauvais passé Hitler ouais là. Les yo teni Covid. Il mettait Covid mandate vaccine. Et il voit en haut 300 moun la kayo. Teacher, police, nurse, de pour partir pour vaccine, il va au kayo. Moun qui te ka travail pour 40 l'année, 30 puis l'année, il voit la kayo, il pas payer, pas ba yo dessous. Nous avons mêlé audience. C'est moun gay case là. Mais c'est tellement mauvais, il dit pas ka payer, il y a pile case là, Timothy. Et ou ka mener monsieur 7 lycée pour 17 lycée manière pour vivre, et ba yo temps mauvais. Saint-Vincent, moun ka travaille Saint-Vincent pour $30 par jour, $30 par jour. Tim, ça mon ka dou là c'est bagay moins sale, c'est bagay moins connaître. Because as a teacher qui allait kayoa, il voit kayoa, madame moi c'était yon d'ailleurs. Après 6 l'année, ka teach, il allait la kayle sans des sous sans rien. Et qu'on ka mener cette lycée, di ou ka vinn bay moun corruption, Di monsieur ay nettoyer kay li avant, il vient nettoyer kay nous Saint-Plessis. C'est ça m'a donné pour dire.
Okay, merci beaucoup. Yeah. Amanda King, good afternoon to you again, and let's see what's happening in the chat room.
A few comments from earlier in the chat room. Someone says, major hypocrisy. Ralph has publicly denounced CIP and yet he is on this Labour government's platform. Another comment, Ralph is against the selling of passports. Did he mention that to PEEP? Someone says, how much it would have cost her if the service was available in St. Lucia, an arm and a leg. Another comment, Tim, he did that for himself. Look, we are praising him. I wonder if he is helping every sick person in St. Vincent. Yes, the lady got help. He could have kept that a secret. Another comment, well, in St. Lucia, the government is racing to give us a new building, St. Jude. But what will the services be like? Because it's not all about a new St. Jude, but what services will be the new... Let me try that again. Well, in St. Lucia, the government is racing to give us a new building, St. Jude, but what will the services be like? Will we have a new car fuel? Will we have a new car with fuel, which means it won't be able to take us nowhere? Another comment, the doctors may be safeguarding themselves from a civil lawsuit for malpractice in the light of deficiencies within our health systems. In the chat room, someone says, my lady, that is what St. Lucians voted for. Did the SLP promise to fix those problems when they were in opposition? They just pointed out what the problems were with no solutions, yet we voted in.
We have another call. Good afternoon to you. This is NewsSpin. You are on the air.
Hi, Tim. Alan Shasta here. How are you?
Yes, I'm okay. Good afternoon to you, Mr. Shasta.
Very, very good. I'm very glad I was able to get through today. Tim, we've heard a lot about healthcare. And I think that probably one of the most damning observations that's been made is that you have in Castries East, the representative is the Prime Minister. You have in Castries South, the Deputy Prime Minister. You have in Castries North, the Senior Minister. And you have in Castries Central, some people say, the one-to-be Prime Minister. So here it is, you have four, I would say to you, the most senior people in cabinet. And you have a common situation for all of them. The fact is that the healthcare center in Leclerc is dysfunctional. The healthcare center on the Chaussee has not been functioning for a while. The Marsha Healthcare Center has been closed. The Entrepot Healthcare Center is only on a part-time basis. And then in Castries South, the only real functioning healthcare center, if I'm not mistaken, is in Marigot. Now, this is a significant part of the population, Tim, which all of them now have found themselves in the same situation. All of the constituents, whether they are Labour, whether they are Flabo, whether they're independent, now have become exclusively dependent on OKEU to be their healthcare center. Imagine that. We saw the letter, we all saw it with our very eyes, and many people have quoted from it, the letter from the Medical and Dental Association, that back in July 31st, that they had reached a point of frustration where the doctors said it's never been worse. And they went on to really describe a horrendous situation taking place at OKU, and one in which they said people had already resigned, and back in July of 31st of this year, had warned that there were going to be more resignations, which we have already seen. We're hearing situations of people having to wait in the emergency center, wait for entry, can't get a bed, and when they do get a bed, there's not enough equipment, bed sheets, and medication for them. All of that is in the letter since July 31st, and my understanding is that it's gotten worse. So if you're telling me that four of the most senior ministers, Prime Minister, Deputy Prime Minister, Senior Minister, and one to be Prime Minister, that none of them have been able to do anything, none of them have been able to put any sense of urgency to resolving the issue. And then to make matters worse, we're hearing about the Babonneau Healthcare Center and other healthcare centers throughout the length and breadth of the country that are being closed at this point. And the Minister of Health, the Prime Minister, the Deputy Prime Minister, the Senior Minister, and the want-to-be Prime Minister, all whose constituents are suffering and are being exposed, their health. So if you have a basic health problem, you can't go to a healthcare center in your constituency. You have to go and take a line where you're dealing with patients from around the country, persons who have been shot, persons who have been in car accidents. This is absolutely unacceptable, and that's why I say to the people of St. Lucia, the time has come for us to right the wrong. Cannot sit idly by and continue to watch what's going on because it's disrespectful. If those four gentlemen cannot find the time, I mean, the same person who wants to be the Prime Minister has a show every Thursday. You'd have thought an hour and a half being the district rep of Castries Central, a person who says he cares so much, would have spent his hour and a half explaining to the people in his constituency and all the other constituencies in the Castries Basin how this problem is going to be resolved and what they can do and what the government has done urgently. Now, I also want to bring up another issue if I can, Tim. Tomorrow, we're expected to go to the House. At this point, I don't even know if that's going to happen. Because as we speak right now, the agenda, or what we call the order paper for Cabinet, has not been sent out as yet. All we've received is 2 SI, statutory instruments, and also a copy of the annual report and for the CIP. We've heard the minister indicate, the minister of CIP that is, that he is going to go to the House and present a report. I want to alert all of your listeners to, how do I describe it, as to the further con that's going to take place. The report that the minister is going to make to the House is what we call a minister's statement. So that's something that takes place before the main agenda of the House takes place. And during that statement, we all remain in silence, and none of us are allowed to ask any questions. And after that statement is made, none of the material that's brought up in that statement is allowed to be used in the debates in the House during that day. So it means we have to go back into the public to be able to rebut what's going on. This is the same minister who is now asking us again to trust him, to believe what he's saying. And you remember, this is the same minister that could not get the story with Jufali. I remember when you did the interview, Tim. He couldn't get that right when you asked him whether, in fact, Jufali had a diplomatic passport. We've now found out that not only did he know, he's the person that wrote the letter, he's the person that received the passports, and he's the one who delivered the passports to Jufali. He's the same one who's denied that there was an account. Yet the Auditor General confirmed that there was an account. Another example of his lie. This is the same person that continues to deny what took place with the Range Rover. The fact is, he abused his office. He committed an act of fraud because he used his office as the High Commissioner to put the car in the name of the High Commission and got no one's permission to do it. And he then put the car into his own personal container. And when he was subpoenaed by the courts, simply to bring those documents which he denied providing to customs for over 4 years, that when his government came into office, what did they do? They moved the control of customs. The Attorney General, who was his own lawyer, advised the controller of customs to withdraw the case. Not a big case, Tim, simply to provide the documentation. And I say this because this is a gentleman that has continuously lied to us. It's the same gentleman, if you remember, when they asked him how many files that Galaxy has. He said he has to go and ask Galaxy. We all know that that's a lie. So this same gentleman is going to go to the House tomorrow and expects all of us to just take his word for it. To make matters worse is that the report that was presented to us is a report that is 16 months ago. Let me tell you what I mean. That the report covers the period April of 2022 until March of 2023. April of 2022 to March of 2023. And here we are at the end of October in 2024. The infrastructure program had not even begun as yet, Tim. That's not covered. They had amended the price for Galaxy to sell on the real estate program, remember, from 300,000 to 200,000. So it's only between January and March that you saw a pickup in the number of applications for the real estate program. There is no audit of the escrow account. All it says is simply that there's $52 million that was put into the account. How much money is there today? How much money remains in the escrow account? What was the money used from the escrow account? None of that is included.
But isn't that the information? Isn't that the information that he'll be providing during that sitting of the House of Assembly tomorrow?
I don't think that he will, Tim.
Well, we don't know. We don't
I
know whether
personally
he will.
believe the fact that I don't. But I'm just saying to you, in knowing who the man is and how he has handled things in the past, and he deals with semantics again. So when we asked him how many files Galaxy was out, he came and played semantics with us. He told us how many files had been approved. Two different things. So is the minister going to come tomorrow and simply discuss what the budget report is providing, which is all the way between 2022 and 2023? This is not going to answer the questions that we have. We've asked some very simple questions. First of all, we've made a statement, and I think all of us in St. Lucia agree. The CEO of the CIP unit needs to be fired. You cannot have a man who's in charge of one of the most important statutory agencies in the country, dealing with millions and millions of dollars, refusing to answer to the public basic questions. Who sent you to Washington, D.C.? What was discussed in Washington, D.C.? And what's the outcome of the meetings? And why would you have gone?
But don't you think that
how much money
those are answers that we should be getting from our elected officials, in particular the Prime Minister of St. Lucia? Because when those same questions are posed to Mr. Philip J. Pierre, he normally, especially in this last press conference, said that the individual in question is a big man. So pose that question to him,
well,
but he was not elected. You're saying?
But let's go up the food chain. The first person that ought to have answered those questions is the CEO. He's the one dealing with it every day. Have we not heard from directors of tourism, the heads of SLASPA, whenever there's issues and there's questions to be asked? Those are the persons that come out and answer for the statutory agencies. In the absence of the CEO, then you would expect the chairman. But we don't even know who the chairman of CIP is. In fact, what's curious is that the audit report that's in the annual report between 2022 and 2023 signed by the deputy and not by Lauren Theophilus. So the question is, who is the chairman? And why is the chairman not come out and answer these questions? We know that the act says that if in fact the chairman resigns, he is to write the letter to the minister. When we ask the minister who's the chairman, he denies anything, and it's typical style. Doesn't want to answer the question. We've asked the prime minister, and what's the prime minister told us? The prime minister said he's turned around and asked the same minister. It doesn't come across to me, I don't think anybody else that I've spoken to, that the prime minister has used his authority that Dominic Fede spoke about in the Finance Act, that he has the authority to ask for a direct audit. Why would you believe the minister? There's nothing that has come out of the minister's mouth, any statements that have proven to be true. So you're the prime minister and you're the minister of finance. You have an obligation to all of us to verify it. You cannot tell us that the verification simply is that you've asked the minister and the minister's told you that's how it is. That's unacceptable, Tim. Absolutely unacceptable. And so here we are, supposed to be getting a report tomorrow. We've not even been given the audit report. The audit report between April of 2023 and March of 2024 is already past due. But even in the absence of those reports, this information and the questions that we're asking are basic. How many files has Galaxy been given for the real estate program, for the hotel? How much money is in the escrow account? How much money was drawn down? And that therefore we can make an ascertain to ourselves whether it makes sense. So when you go, and I saw a report by Lissa Joseph, hardly nothing has been done there. So how can you have a program that the minister himself has said has been sold out? So we're meant to believe, based on the information that was provided to us, that there was $1.2 billion worth of citizenships that were sold. How much of that money is in the escrow account? How much of that money has been drawn down on the escrow account? Is it true there are no St. Lucian workers on the site? And is it true that it's only Chinese workers? Is it true that there's no planning approval for the project? Is it true that the mangrove has been destroyed? These are not complicated questions. Why can't it be answered? And so I'm only hoping that I'm wrong and that you're right, and that the minister is going to make and address those issues tomorrow. But remember, the environment in which he's doing it, there will be no questions, and we're just supposed to expect it to take his statement as being the facts. So I will be listening. I think all of us need to be listening, but I wanted to put solutions on guard that already what we see is a con taking place. If you cannot even get to us and the opposition the order paper for tomorrow, you know, Tim, normally we would get the order paper on Thursday or before, Thursday being the latest. And even Thursday is late because all we're doing is just been given the weekend to be able to read through the documentation. We've been provided with nothing. All we were given was this report. And as I said to you, the report says nothing. It does not answer any of the questions that we in the opposition nor the public have been asking. So I just want to put everybody on notice, Tim. I thank you for the opportunity and the time you've given me to be able to do that. And I'm looking forward tomorrow. And as I said, and it's great that you played the piece by Ralph Gonzalez, because Prime Minister Gonzalez could not be further from the truth. The only thing that St. Lucians have is their voice. Our Constitution enshrines that in our democracy, and I'm hoping that many people, individually, not collectively, individually, will decide tomorrow to come out to Parliament and let this government know that they're not happy with the direction this country is going in. I thank you, Tim.
All right, thank you so much. Just so there from the leader of the parliamentary opposition, Mr. Alan Shastney. This is the most monitored talk show in the world. Still to come, some more of your calls and your WhatsApp messages as we continue our discussion.
There is only one option when they arrive. Our services will make the dead look alive. With Bouteille and Beaufort accessibility. Remember, we have the only private cemetery. No one can match our prices from coffins to corsage. Personalized service you get when Lazarus take charge. Quality service, no package to make your wallet bleed. Lazarus is your true friend in your time of need.
Lucilex remote options are available to serve you every weekday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Call or send a WhatsApp message to 285-6796, 285-7859, 285-3593, 285-3329, or 285-8640. Or send an email to customersupport@lucilec.com for assistance. Lucilec encourages you to use the available options for doing business with us remotely.
It all started with a penny. For over 85 years, we have invested in our farmers, fishermen, people, and our country. When we were called to serve, we were here. We understand what is valuable to our people and our country. That is why we support all industries, including tourism. We are the bridge towards a brighter future and economic growth. When our people, government, and businesses called upon us, we were here. 85 years later, First National Bank St. Lucia Limited is here for you.
Here's a fun fact. In just 29 seconds, you can say goodbye to paper bills forever. Seriously, in 29 seconds. That's less time than this ad. Head over to discoverflow.co or visit us in-store and update your contact information now. By October 1st, your bills will be digital, easy to access, secure, and hassle-free. So what are you waiting for? This ad still has 2 seconds left, and you could have already gone paperless.
St. Lucia, get ready for the ultimate flavor explosion at KFC. Introducing the new Bacon Melt Sandwich. That's right, the crispy, juicy KFC chicken you love, topped with melted cheese, crispy bacon, and your choice of mayo or barbecue sauce, all nestled in a soft sesame seed bun.
Let your taste buds ready, come and try KFC's new Bacon Melt Sandwich is great, no lie. Crispy chicken, bacon, cheese flavor certified with mayo or barbecue. Anyone you must try. For just $25, get this combo deal. Fries and a drink, it's a steal. Head to KFC, cause you don't wanna miss a Bacon Melt Sandwich, have it on your list.
Available at all KFC locations island-wide. WhatsApp 484-0400 or visit kfcslu.com for delivery and more.
The Sufre Regional Development Foundation and Black Hat Promotions invites you to the biggest celebration for Creole Heritage Month this Journée Creole weekend. On Friday, October 25th, the Sufre Mini Stadium comes alive for the start of the 2024 Black Hat football season. Black Hat Creole. Opening night, 7 p.m. Rally your crew and join the action. Then on Sunday, October 27th, the defending champions, the home team Sufre, begins their title defense in the search for glory. Journée Creole Sunday. We feature it live from Dominica, the Caribbean's hottest sensation, Quan and Little Boy. Black Hat Creole Sunday, October 27th. The Sufre Mini Stadium is the place to be. Admission only $20. Come enjoy amazing Creole foods, exciting football action, and bouillon in the soup. This Journée Creole weekend, Sufre, we're coming.
By popular demand, the promotion continues for one more week. The banks and finance houses will be on site at Beachcomber for just one more week to continue offering great loan deals on our already specially priced vehicles. The banks will be on site to assist you in purchasing your choice of vehicle for one more week from Monday, October 21st to Friday, October 25th. These special prices are only on vehicles in stock. Note, there is only a limited number of vehicles at these special prices, so do not delay visiting Beachcomber. Beachcomber, excellence in motion.
Ouais, messieurs, aujourd'hui, moi la KSP plein bon glow. C'est un pani pressure. Moi ni tongue, moi ni glow, mais money pressure. Ou savez ça moi besoin? A pomme. Ça c'est bêtise. Moi ka aller ko Europa. Yo ni toute pomme pour toute condition. Qui pour kay, qui pour business. Yo ni pli mer pour pomme cette ici. Yo ka ranger pomme aussi qui besoin service. Brand pump yo c'est Léo. Pump ça c'est Major. Ils bon tout bonnement. Tant si ten moins actuellement. Glo ka fante. Europa ni pump glo Léo en de couleur neuf, orange et gris. Visitez Europa ambassade Gozile. Les mots au téléphone 452-0763.
The government of St. Lucia, through the Ministry of Health, Wellness, and Elderly Affairs, continues to provide more for pregnant women in St. Lucia. Through maternal and child health services under universal health coverage, pregnant women will receive laboratory and ultrasound services through community wellness centers island-wide at no cost. From care during and after pregnancy, vaccinations, family planning to nutritional and mental health counseling, we are here to support you. Take advantage of our weekly services at no cost. And from 1st June 2023, the addition of laboratory and ultrasound services will ease the pressure to aid healthier and safer delivery for you and your baby. Visit your nearest wellness center to register for universal health coverage. For more information, call 468-5300 or 468-5328.
Why travel abroad for an MRI scan when you can access world-class medical technology right here in St. Lucia? At La Clinique de Cour's Diagnostic Center of Excellence, we bring cutting-edge technology to your doorstep with our state-of-the-art GE-accredited 1.5 Tesla MRI machine. Our advanced imaging services let you see the unseen, providing crystal clear scans that deliver unmatched accuracy for a comprehensive look at your health. Save time, save money, prioritize your health. No more costly trips overseas. Get the highest quality MRI scans locally and take control of your health with the option of a second opinion. You deserve that peace of mind. Our skilled specialists are here to guide you every step of the way. Whether it's nerve disorders, chronic headaches, spinal injury, or stroke recovery, we offer expert consultation and personalized care all under one roof. And don't miss out on our special discounts. Ask about our reduced rates on MRIs, ultrasounds, and consultations at our convenient locations in Castries and Cocoville, Rodney Bay. Book your appointment today. Call La Clinique de Cour at 451-6559 and experience imaging excellence without leaving the island. Your health deserves the best. Let us help you see it.
To have a strong structure, you must have a strong foundation. And at Caribbean Pastors Limited, we offer top quality aggregate materials at great prices. We supply high quality ready mix, casting sand and plastering sand. We also take special requests for specific materials that you may require for your building projects. Caribbean Pastors Limited is located in Bexon behind Essential Hardware. Give us a call at 489-0074. We're open from Monday to Saturday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Sundays, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Caribbean Pastors Limited. Quality construction, our priority.
Attention homeowners, are you ready to transform your space this holiday season? Don't miss out on the Tile Gallery Incredible Jingle Tile Sale, happening now through October 31st. For a limited time, save up to 50% off on a stunning selection of tiles only at the Tile Gallery. Whether you're upgrading your kitchen, bathroom, or outdoor, we have the perfect style for you. But hurry, this offer won't last long. Visit us today and elevate your home with beautiful tiles at unbeatable prices at the Jingle Tile Sale. The Tile Gallery is located at MNC Home Depot and Sunbelt stores.
This is the most monitored talk show in the world. It's called NewsSpin, a WhatsApp message. Tim, it baffles me to hear that the Prime Minister thinks it's not a big deal that all these doctors are resigning. Who will take care of the patients? I hope he knows Dr. Ernest Hilaire isn't a medical doctor and can't help at the hospital. LOL. And we have another WhatsApp message to go through. I think a bit lengthy. Let me see if I can go through it. It says that the nurses and doctors are complacent in the malfunction of our healthcare system because in 2010, my mom had surgery at VH and the surgeon did a horrible surgery. He butchered her. When I came home and I saw the incision, my jaw dropped. I decided to pay them a visit at the clinic initially. The two nurses who were dressed in white, they were not young nurses, gave me a hard time. But I was allowed to see the surgeon after all his appointments were done because I questioned him about what he did. He knew I was in the medical field but did not know my status because I did not tell the nurses what my position is in the USA. He assumed I was a doctor, which I'm not. He told me he's been a surgeon for 29 years long. How long I've been a surgeon? I looked at his and said, just 1 year. And I know not to do what you did to my mom, only to find out a few weeks later her medical records disappear. I say this to say some of the doctors and nurses are responsible for the lack of care and downfall of the healthcare system in St. Lucia, not only the government. And let's see if we have another WhatsApp message. And somebody says there via WhatsApp, I have my issues with Comrade Ralph, yet I made a very special effort to extend greetings to him in person at yesterday's meeting. He continues to be one of my mentors. Sometimes we should focus on the good in our leaders. Similarly, there is a lot about Shas that I admire. What's in the chat room? Amanda King.
In the chat room, someone says the SLP says that St. Lucians are not suffering, everything is good. Lucians are making so much money now, nothing to worry about. Another comment, St. Lucians, do you hear what is going on in our country? Take notes, protest, take to the streets, go in front of Government House, and let Philip J. Pierre know that we St. Lucians are ready to take them out of Parliament. Another comment, Mr. Shafney, these are things you need to campaign on and complete them when you win. You cannot just be talking about it, put it in action. Another comment, Team Slasper needs to make a statement on why it takes so long to open containers so people can get their goods. It's frustrating what is wrong with everything in St. Lucia. Another comment, let's come out tomorrow in numbers, my people, and stand up to this government and say enough is enough. Someone says a lot of St. Lucians will not take heed to this latest scheme. And earlier in the comment section, a few comments, somebody said, the St. Vincent PM already see that the SLP government will take leaks at the next general election, so he is crying for them. Another comment, with all the CIP money that is going around, why don't the government give the young lady the money to do the procedure for her daughter? Someone says Ralph Gonzalez is the friend of our parents, the friend our parents warned us about, the ones that only see themselves elevate and pressure us to stay in the bottom.
We have a call via WhatsApp. Good afternoon. NewsSpin, you're on the air. Hello.
Yes, Tim. I want to thank. Yes, Tim, you hear me there?
Loud and clear. Go ahead, please.
Yes, Tim. I want to personally thank Ralph Gonzaga for coming to St. Lucia. Do not forget it's Ralph Gonzaga and his healthcare system that has been saving St. Lucian babies lately. And I told you last time, Ralph Gonzaga asked the young lady, how much did it cost you to do the brain surgery for your son? She said free of charge. And in the corridors of power, he sent a clear message to Philip J. Pierre, like I told you, to tell Philip J. Pierre, look upon his people. He had a vision. He had to come to St. Lucia and tell the St. Lucian people that the power doesn't lie in the politicians. The power lies in the masses, the people. You understand? And for us, I feel sorry as a people because not even our opposition leader who we elect can get through those men to let those men know that they're on the wrong path, they're on the wrong trajectory. The country is slowly going down in anarchy. We are losing our able men on a rapid rate. Our babies are dying at the hospital. The car accidents, all the ills that is plaguing the nation. There's only one thing to do, Tim, if those guys cannot understand, is take to the streets. And I hope when people come out, when we come out tomorrow in front of the halls of Parliament, that this momentum do not stop there. But we must be on the streets every day till those guys get the message that we need change in the country. A small island state like St. Vincent cannot be having equipment that St. Vincent do not even have CIP, and St. Vincent can take care of its population, and we have CIP, we have a bigger economy, and we are playing politics with our people, we are playing politics with the nation, and even if UWP come into power in the next 5 years, it will be a mountain, Mount Everest to climb, just to take St. Lucia out of the situation it is, much as for St. Lucians now to start seeing growth in our country, Tim. Tim, this is a time where we at our crossroads of our island, that we need to stand as a people, not just stand as one people. We have to stand as one people and say that, hey, something needs to change. And I hope when the politicians like Alan Chasney get back into power, we have the power of recall. We have the power that we can hold those guys accountable for whatever dirty deeds they are doing. I thank you, Tim.
All right, sir. Thank you so much. Let's see if we have a call. Good afternoon to you. This is NewsSpin. You are on the air. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Tim.
Hi, good afternoon to you, caller.
Yes, sir. Tim, if you really want to know anything about St. Lucia, we should listen to the meeting of the ICA conference yesterday. And it will also show where our government put the money. It's always, probably, most times, it's always wrong. Lack of accountability is not even the issue, you understand? So we need to understand, like, in St. Lucia, the culture is not really like an English culture. Like the Creole, the English and the Creole culture is more bold-faced and it can even help solve crime. So we have to go on that side instead. The English culture is to turn away when you see a crime. In fact, that is what we make of it. Because some of us don't even really go deep, you know. But when you look at St. Lucia, We can stop another little thing, be bold and say, boy, and stop everything that's going on. It's simple. It's not about these politicians. It's basically language and culture, because every language has its culture. The white language, I mean, you know, it's not lies, and people feel they can escape anything they do. So even if they see you commit a crime, they just turn their back. But the black man will tell you, well, but we don't have that kind of culture anymore, you know.
Okay, caller. Thank you so much. WhatsApp message. Somebody says there, a thought just crossed my mind. Maybe the various health and wellness centers are closed, so nurses can be dispatched at OKEU or to the OKEU to help with the recent resignations and upsurge of sick people. Let's see there. We have a call via WhatsApp. Good afternoon to you, NewsSpin. You are on the air. Good afternoon. Hi, I'm okay, caller. Good afternoon to you.
Amanda, how are you?
I'm okay. Thanks for asking, caller.
Just an observation.
Mm-hmm.
The caller prior to McDonald, right? The guy that called you before the last caller.
Yeah.
Don't you find he sounds a lot like the poet?
He sounds like?
The poet, the NewsSpin poet.
No, I don't find he sounds like the poet because I can differentiate the two voices, for sure.
No, because he was not reciting him. I'm not saying it's
I'm just saying, no. Well, in my position, I'm speaking for myself. I really cannot because I can easily differentiate the two voices. That's what I'm saying.
It was just an observation.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
But over the past few years, right, we've had visiting prime ministers to our shores, right?
Yeah.
Right? And in the UWP's case, we had James Michel, the other Michel from Grenada, and David Thompson from Barbados.
Yeah.
And when they come to St. Lucia, they do not speak of the opposition. I mean, when SLP is in opposition, right? But in the SLP's case, whenever their leaders, when they invite their foreign leaders in Skerrit, Deacon Michel, and Ralphie in particular, they can't help but take snipes at the Alan Shastner in particular.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
and then they also endeavor to tell the people what to do, you know, how to vote come the next general election, as if they are on the ground and they understand what the people are going through. They don't.
Yeah. You remember in 2006 when Ralphie came here, he told St. Lucians, don't forget that John Compton is a Vincent national, you know, and they should return him to his nation because he's not St. Lucian. I don't know if you can recall that.
No, I can't.
To that effect.
Mm-hmm.
That is a native of St. Vincent. You know, then Roosevelt said that he would like to come to St. Lucia to contest the Mico South split, you know. And in recent times earlier this year, Deacon Michel from St. Vincent took a snipe at Allen. You know, so as though it's a script, a written script, you know, that as though these guys have the script written for them. No, I don't want to be disrespectful to Gonzalez. Gonzalez is a very, very intelligent man. You know, we grew up that man in opposition when James Michel was there. And he's a formidable politician, you know, but I just find that they stooping a little low in their standards whenever they appear on a SFB platform. What do you think?
Yes, I share the opinion. As I said earlier on, I don't know anybody from another territory coming to St. Lucia and telling me how, and even suggesting how I should vote on the basis of the performance of any administration, whether it's the SLP or the UWP, because I live here. I understand what is is happening in our country. The travails, the experiences of people in this country when it comes to crime, the 2.5% levy and the fact is a compounding tax. I feel those things on a daily basis. So don't come tell me that, you know, that I am obligated or it's mandatory that I have to vote for one party or the other. That's a decision for me to make.
Yeah, I agree. And when it comes to healthcare, I mean, it's a plus to Ralphie with the assistance he gave to this young St. Lucian lady and her son.
Yes.
You know, but overall, team, St. Vincent is way lagging way behind St. Lucia, you know.
In some areas.
cut above the rest, you know.
In some areas, but you see, when
healthcare,
we like to do that, we like to boast about St. Lucia being a cut above the rest, as you said, and we have the largest economy in the OECS, which is true, but we must also take into consideration the Human Development Index, housing, healthcare, things of that nature, the level of crime in a country. You have to take that into consideration. And a lot of the other territories are doing better than St. Lucia when it comes to HDI, Human Development Index. And kids would be coming before St. Lucia in terms of the rankings, and a number of the other islands, including Grenada, I think, and St. Vincent.
I agree. But when it comes to crime, St. Vincent is not too far behind St. Lucia. St. Vincent had 55 homicides last year.
Yeah, but this year so far, in terms of the number of homicides, I haven't checked of late, but I don't think there's higher St. Lucia. St. Lucia is close to 70 already.
Yeah, we are, you know, and but in that observation, so
yeah.
I just wanted to share it.
Thank you so much. And as we're getting all set to conclude, the SLP took time off yesterday to pay tribute to SLP fallen soldiers.
Paul, Henry, Jeanette, and Charles.
Herman Gil Hippolyte of Soufre Fort Saint-Jacques.
James Maxley of Soufre Fort Saint-Jacques.
Eldrina Prosper, Soufre Fort Saint-Jacques.
Leo Francois, Soufre Fort Saint-Jacques.
Felix Nicholas of Soufre Fort Saint-Jacques.
Marietta Brim Labrie.
Julian Dasheville, Labrie.
Brenda Charles, Viewport North.
Rosalind Jean-Baptiste, Viewport North.
Shanna Moffat, Viewport North.
Augustine Frederick, Viewport North.
So you know there's a catch if I play this. Paying tribute to SLP fallen soldiers. What about the close to 70 people who have been murdered in St. Lucia over the last year or the last 10 months? Not a word coming from the governing St. Lucia Labour Party with regard to those people who have lost their lives under the watch of this administration. Let me turn my attention now to our question of the day. The question of the day: why can Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonsalves tell you about life in St. Lucia that you are not aware of? Our NewsSpin question of the day. And finally, the NewsSpin news of the day. The NewsSpin news of the day reads: New Zealand airport causes stir with sign capping goodbye cuddles to 3 minutes. New Zealand airport causes stir with sign capping goodbye cuddles to 3 minutes. That's the broadcast. Thank you so much for watching and listening to another edition of the world's most monitored talk show, and that is NewsSpin. My name is Timothy Poleon. Goodbye.